Childhood games. Everyone has them. Whether they be big or small. Each game has been loved and cherished for years by someone or another. And yes, even I have my own childhood favorites. But instead of talking about them all today, let's just talk about one.
That's right, baby! Your boy played Soul Edge!
Some of you probably don't know what Soul Edge is, so I'm gonna explain it for you. Soul Edge was developed by Namco. Namco originally developed this game as an experiment. What they wanted to do is see the possibilities of a new weapon-based fighter. This is the first in the line of Soul Calibur. It was the first motion capture-based game created by using passive optical system markers. After a few months, they released a version 2. This version was known as Soul Edge version 2. Creative name, I know. In this version, they fixed various bugs, made a new character, and added new moves to fellow characters. After a while, the game was ported over to the PlayStation, but with a new name. They named it the Soul Blade to avoid potential complications due to Edge Games' earlier Edge trademark. Soul Blade was known as one of the best PlayStation games, because it was ahead of its time, had gorgeous graphics, and had endings with cutscenes. A bunch of people loved this game, and that's why it's considered one of the best. The endings were either good or bad, tragic or happy. Many of them have terrifying tragic ones. Like, Side Field is a good guy, but if you pick the bad ending, he dies! There's also many good endings. Take Rock, for example. Instead of leaving his literal child, like not really a child, he found him abandoned by his parents because they died. You know, no dark stories or anything. He either could have left them to look for his parents, bad ending, or stayed with him and just live with him forever and help him because he lost his parents and he's alone. That's the good ending. Soul Edge 1 was getting mediocre ratings. However, Soul Edge 2 got a 4 out of 5 out of stars. But there was still some slight delay, so people didn't, love it to the heart's content. Blade, on the other hand, came in, sat these suckers down, and showed them what was right. It was the bestseller in UK. It has been released as part of the PlayStation Greatest Hits, PlayStation Platinum range, and a bunch of other stuff. Because that's how much loved it was. Yes, this fighting game made for arcades has a story. You see, the events take place in the year 1583. It basically tells a story of the warriors searching for the ultimate sword, Soul Edge. See why they named it this? For as an example, Hwang searches for the sword for its power, to save his country that is in war right now. There's a good ending and a bad ending. The bad ending, he takes the sword, and then turns evil. And the good ending, he destroys the sword, like a good person should. Another example is Siegfried. We've talked about him already. Good ending, he destroys the sword, like a normal person should. Bad ending, grabs onto the sword, closes on his hand, he can't let go of it. Lightning strikes him, and he becomes a demon. One final story what's-her-face does it to, one, prove herself to her father that she is an adult, and two, solve the mystery of what happened to the captain. He got turned into Soul Edge.
Blue, there's no way you've played this. It was made back in 1995. You don't even have an original PlayStation.
Well, that's where you're wrong, baby! Don't look at that. Yeah, that's right, I have a PlayStation. I don't have Soul Blade, though. So, I guess you're right on that part. I've never played, Blade version. Also, this is my desk. It's nice.
So yeah, I've never played Soul Blade before.
But I definitely did play Soul Edge as a kid. Okay, every time we went camping, I always went to the arcade. Mainly because, you know, I didn't know what else to do. One day, when my parents actually let me play some games, I decided to play this game. The rest is history.